Hello guys, welcome back. So last lectures who those who have attended or watched on YouTube uh, was about EC2 instance on your Linux server. Today we'll go through EC2 instance on Windows server. Okay, so let's move to our account. Uh, if you have free tier account, then you can go to log into free tier account and if you are more than a practitioner and working actively on AWS, you can use your own accounts. So advisable is that you go with your IM account, but here just for the training purpose, I am using the root account. I have enabled MFA in my account, so I'll advise you guys to enable NFA multi-factor authentication for your accounts as well. So as far now you know that how to launch your first EC2 instance on your Linux server. Today we'll learn about how to launch EC2 instance on your Windows machine and how it looks like, what you can do with it. So I am expecting that you guys are having the basic knowledge about AWS and EC2. So I'll just move ahead to create new instances for your Windows server. So this is the new EC2 console. This was the old one. If you are active from years, you must have seen this old EC2. But now AWS is recommending to use your new EC2 dashboard. So we'll just move to launch our instance. I am going with free tier, and last time when we used 28 2018 03 0 because it was having few packages already installed. So basically AMI is Amazon Machine Image, and these are just the ISO files and with pre setups. So it takes care of your all installations. You don't have to procure the whole setup for this. So because we are using free tier and today we are about to launch our EC2 instance for our Windows machine. So I'll just go with Microsoft Windows Server 2019 base 64-bit. So this is 2019 data center edition. The another one comes with containers. So today we are not learning about containers. So we'll just know how to launch our Windows EC2 instance. So we'll just select it and general purpose instance type. This is free tier available and this is elastic block store instance. So we'll just move ahead with configuring it. As for now, we are just launching one number of instance and we have the default network. Easy uh, is the availability zone for subnet and these are the configurations that you have to choose. If you have already defined your IAM roles, you can use your IAM roles or you can go with default. Also, if you have already launched your instance and if you want to change your IAM role, you can change it later as well. So this is how it runs, and all these functionalities are there. You can change as per your requirement. I'll tell you about user data. Last time also I told you about user data. So basically, user data, these are the scripts that we can write or the commands that we write so that we don't have to install any sort of uh, server or any sort of services on your EC2 instance. So uh, you can define all these updates or the services that you want to run over your EC2 instance here in user data. It saves you time, and while creating your EC2 instance, it installs your services as well. We'll go ahead and use the add the storage, and the maximum capacity is 30 gigs, so you can use full or you can limit it as per your need, because this is a free tier. If you want to be getting out of your free tier eligibilities, and you will be charged for this. So we will not change anything. We will just go with the general purpose standard disk. We can use provisioned IOPS and magnetic, but we will go with a general purpose today. You can add tags if you are good at tagging. I told you last time that if you are good at tagging, it can save you a lot of efforts, and your budgeting can be done wisely with adding the tags. I'll use my own PC labs and budget and configure the next security group. If you have already defined your security groups, you can use your existing security groups. I have this. Or if you want to create one new one, you can create your new security groups. PC Labs SG, I'll name it. I'll description PC Labs security group. So basically, security group, when I'm saying, is who can connect to your RDP server. So if you notice, if while creating security group for your Linux servers, the type was SSH by default. Here type is RDP, and port range is this. You can define any uh, source, or you can restrict it as well, my IP or anywhere or custom, whatever you want to. This is SSH. You can descript as well. So I'll choose it anywhere. I'll review. So review will give all of your instance details that you have chosen yet, and just go with launch. If you have already a new existing key pair, you can use it. If you want to proceed without a key pair, you can proceed it. I'll choose to create a new key pair actually. So I'll name it PC Labs Windows key. So, or you can just name it one, because whatever instance you will be using or whatever subsidy you will be using, it will ask you to create a new key or use the same key that is already existing. So I'll go with PC Labs key. I'll just download the key, because the key will be now needed for us to log in. Now I'll launch the instance. So when we launch the instance, it gives up the basically this is the instance that is getting launched, and these are some tips that you how to connect to your instances. So basically, I'll just see the progress. Generally, this is a Windows instance, so it may take some time to initiate. So I'll name it Win EC2 instance. So my Windows EC2 instance is now running and in initializing state. So by the time it is getting fully available, we'll check the details here. This is a T2 micro. Instance ID will be this, public DSN will be this, and this will be the IP that we will be connecting to, and this will be DNS, this is the AZ and security groups, every information you can run here. So these are the platform details. In the previous instance, it was Linux server, or if you are running any Ubuntu server, so it will be there. Now here is Windows server. So now I have selected this. I'll just go and try. When it is fully available, then only you can connect to your instances. Here will be the option connect. Okay, so to connect we need a Windows password. So first we need a window password. So okay, so window, this needs at least 4 minutes to initiate the Windows instance. It takes a little bit, little more time compared to the Linux server. By the time, we'll just go and connect. And password, we have to use the administrator as a password. Public DSN will be the same, and password will be chosen by here. Now what we have to do is we have to choose the file that we have already downloaded. So this is the file that we just downloaded. We have to decrypt the password. Now this is the password, I have just copied it. When I need to connect to the Windows instance, I will download this RDP file using the administrator. This is the password that we have to use, and it will be logged in with administrator user. So now it is asking me for password. I'll just put the password and go. So that is how we create our Windows instance. That is our Windows EC2 instance. This is on this Windows machine. We can install any of the services that you want to. You can run any Windows setup that is provided to you, and you can do whatever you want to do on this machine. I'll So this is your machine. You can check the capacity. You can see any details you want to do, and you can run any services that you want to run. So this is the personal space provided to you as in form of your Windows server. I'll search. I'll try to find the. So these are the details. Total memory is 1 gig. Instance is T2 micro. Okay. I'll try to see show you the properties before we log off to the instance. So these are the configurations that we have chosen. Installed RAM is 1 gig and the system type is 64-bit. This will be the computer name. All these information will be there. This is Windows Server 2019, and this is the data center package. So we'll just disconnect. So that is how we connect to the instance, and that's how we launch our Windows instance. Do share the feedback, and this is the YouTube link that where you will be getting the same lecture uploaded. So this is on YouTube. You can search. Thank you. We'll see you in the next class.